How is your project success improved with the right team skills, experience, and behaviors? Or as I call it, the right stuff? We'll talk about that next on ProjectSkillsMentor.com. Putting together the right team who can work together effectively requires insight and planning. There are several kinds of approaches. The question is, which is right for your project? Teams are used within a project to design, create, and deliver a result to an organization. Most projects demand either a few multidisciplined members or several specialized team members. Both of these models work. It just depends on the size and complexity of your project. Let's break it down into three areas: the key team roles, the framework that gives the team structure, and the behavioral considerations to create a high-performing team. When teams are large, sub-teams are often used to create a more effective working group. These are often based on skill set. An example of this would be a functional team who creates the product design, then hands it over to the technical team for build, and they hand it back to the functional team and users for acceptance testing. These sub-teams generally have three components. They have specialized skills, they focus on a specific task based on their skills, and they report to a team lead who reports to the project manager. So let's take the example of project roles related to a technology project. Let's start with the project sponsor, who acts as the ultimate customer for the project, ensures the organizational objectives are met, and reports to senior management. The project manager oversees the realization of the project, manages the team, and reports to the steering committee and the sponsor. Next comes the sub-teams, which I'll summarize here. The PMO, or Project Management Office, manages the project documents, oversees project communications and financials, and monitors and reports on project progress. The functional team defines and designs the solution together with the users. They create the functional testing protocols and build the input and output formats for the technical team. The technical team builds the infrastructure and tools needed to build the product, define the technology constraints, and develop the product and executes the technical testing. The number of each of these team members is dependent on the size and type of the project. The next decision the project manager needs to make is the project team framework. The two most common frameworks are skill-based and matrixed. Skill set sub-teams are grouped by function. The Project Office subgroup manages project support activities with team members covering communication, finance, and training. The technical team members have subgroups focused on infrastructure and product developers. The functional team is made up of analysts, testers, and users. The benefits of this way of working: team leads work directly with their own group, so they can judge their work easily. They can also share their way of working, upskill and cross-train members, and the reporting lines are clear. This framework's downside is that silos are created between the solution designers and developers. The project manager, therefore, needs to create synergy within the team. In the matrixed team framework, the same skills exist. However, instead of being grouped by skill set, they're grouped by task. An example of this would be the app design team is made up of a mix of analysts, users, and developers. The server procurement team will need PMO support and technical team members. A service center team may need an analyst, a user, and a service center lead. This example shows how team members may include staff assigned to a task and not especially to the project. The benefits of a matrix team are the mixed team skills provide a diverse perspective. This also makes for a more robust solution, and the team focuses on one specific outcome. The downsides are the team needs to align with their skill leads to ensure consistent processes. The sub-team leads cannot judge both technical and functional solutions, so a cross-review is needed, and some synergy with the natural skill sets may be lost. So far, we've considered the roles and the project framework. Next, project managers should assess the behavioral considerations to create a high-performing team. One is the team's natural collaborative style. Are team groups easily formed? Are team members able to work in different kinds of team structures and understand which of your team members are flexible and which have set preferences? Point 2, what is each individual member's preferred behavior? Is everyone working in a style natural to them? Whose style is more thinker or doer or people-oriented? Getting this right is the difference between a high-performing team and a dysfunctional one. The project manager needs to have the skills to create the right environment based on the team dynamics. Finding the balance in team strengths and weaknesses can make a huge impact on the team's satisfaction and project results. If you'd like to know more about team behavior or how to make your team high-performing, take a look at these next two videos. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a like and consider subscribing. And I'll see you next time on ProjectSkillsMentor.com. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.